I'm gonna ask a simple question, and I'll kind of go over some things that's been talked about, and you guys can let me know. You might not see this being talked about in a lot of other podcasts, gaming networks. I told y'all, man, I'm always trying to cover what I feel is important things to cover. Now, there was a lot of things that developed in the PlayStation 5 modding scene. There's a lot of things that developed with Nintendo Switch, but the niche is smaller for the modding community, and it's the channel's growing, we're growing, our content grows. So now we cover so much more in gaming, and we get inside scoops on a lot more. This one is specifically about the Xbox Series S and how it's holding back development of future games. Now, I would like to ask everyone, do you think the Xbox Series S is holding back developers from producing games either a lot faster or better games? Me, myself, right? I am not a developer, but I can't wrap my head around that if I develop something and if I have to downscale it for another system, I almost think, hey, like I mentioned earlier, hey, just 720, baby, 30 frames per second. I got my downgraded version, baby. That was easy. That's how I feel. It's very easy. Then if you want 60 frames per second, you want the top notch, pay an extra $10 for the game, and also buy a bigger rig. You need an Xbox Series X, not an S. But game developers find it that a lot of times when they do development for these games, they have to go back and downscale for a Series S system. All right. And this is the problem for a lot of developers because they feel like this is time consuming. They also feel that the requirement is soon going to be nixed. So why not nix it earlier? But I'm going to be honest, developers. You can't shake this one. You can't shake this one. You just can't. Microsoft, one, is putting that guideline out there. You're not making a game that's going to be compatible for Xbox Series X if it's not compatible for S. Plain simple, plain Jane. You know the reason they're going to do that is because their marketing when they release both of the systems was to compete with PlayStation. And there's no way they can go ahead and show that their baby has died already pretty much and Sony is thriving with the digital system. No. In a way, they got to blame themselves because the Xbox Series S is not as powerful. But granted, look how many systems sold. There's a lot of people with an Xbox Series S that don't have an X, but they still have the ability to play these games. So you as a developer got to attend to that. You're not complaining when you're making money. Okay, when people are buying and spending on all these in-game content, things like that, you're not complaining. It's only complaining when, the work's on your end. And this one I'm going to say you're stuck with. I think it happens all the time. I think it happens every generation. And I think you got to get over it. Like it happens. Brother, the system's going to die out. And as it's dying out, games are still being made to be made compatible with it. You know why? Because everybody don't got $700, $600 to throw down on a new system. They just don't. Some people play the same system for 7, 8, 9 years. Ooh, excuse me. So what do you say then? 7, 8, 9 years. I play the same system. But guess what? I'm buying games still. So you're still making money off me as a consumer. So I don't think they're winning at this at all. Granted, I don't think, I don't know much about development, but I don't see how hard it is to bring down the game. You know what I mean? To fit an Xbox Series S standard. I'm just saying, that's just me. All right, that's just me. Now I want to make sure I ain't missing it in the chat. Now, my man Ignicio, I'm gonna pull this up. I don't have $700, but I got food stamps. Yo, drop a bomb. Yo, those food stamps, if you got 1,400, they do 2 for 1. I seen it, they be right outside the store. Hey, you looking for some food stamps? I mean, hey, I'm doing 2 for 1. Shoot, and 2 for 1, you go in there and spend $75, get you 150 in food stamps. Hallelujah. Shit, that's some good money. But nah, he's right though, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm with him on that. That's crazy. And you know, my man, that's a saying. I gotta put him up. He's so happy. That's my man saying. If y'all don't know Ignacio, he's on the Facebook. He's got his own thing. My man retro gamed out, man. Retro gamed out. So kudos to you, man. Shout out. But I think developers are stuck with it. They're going to have to make games for the Xbox Series S until that's taken off the board. It's going to be around for a while. I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon. I can possibly see an Xbox Series X only title. I can. But I see that being a Microsoft exclusive or something along those lines. Something that's really gonna make people spend the money and not complain that they got a Series S. It's got to be something that's gonna make people go out there and buy in Series X. And also, Microsoft's got cloud gaming. So now it may be possible through cloud gaming that maybe somebody on Xbox Series S can now play those games. I'm not sure. We're still working on cloud gaming and the infrastructure behind it. Which, by the way, I can't wait to see how cloud gaming is 10 years from now. You know what I mean? That's going to be amazing. But nonetheless, you're stuck with the developers, you know. It sucks to suck, but it sucks. You know what I mean?
Can you dig it, sucker?